If you haven't already, go check out part 1. This is part 2, and I'm not going to waste any time. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hype me up, send a super thanks if you care to do so, and let's get straight back into it.
Look like it's losing some density up there. And what's up with all these here filters, Rex? Rex, man. Bro, you supposed to be having all this here money. You done brought that man leftovers, and now you got him in a budget motel in Canada. T-Rex, you stupid.
I don't even know why I didn't crown Claressa. Ladies and gentlemen, our queen of the filters, Claressa Shields. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does it like Claressa Shields. She's even willing to invest in quality filters.
Doesn't be over there for months at a time, because he being, and why? He doesn't be there for months at a time.
Like, he really, bro.
Billy,
like,
how you know?
Like I said, like, I always gotta, like,
But
motherfuckers,
you
I gotta
know-
beat y'all to the punch, because y'all be like, why do you live with Claressa or whatever?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, because a lot of people want to know stuff, but you know what I mean? For example, I've been living with Claressa for a year because, like I told y'all, I got shot, whatever. I'm still not even healed up 100%. So,
Do you know why he paid for
months at a
everything?
time. You know, he's pretty cool. He make music up. He bring his mobile music set and make music upstairs. They talk, chill, go on dates, like just all the time. They're a regular couple, like and they don't, like, he don't live here, but whenever he come over, he just pay for their food, their dates, stuff like that. And aside from that, I'm not really sure. Only like, you know, my business or what I can see is like shit like DoorDash and dates. What she says is the bills and everything too, which I'm inclined to believe.
If Claressa is willing to take care of his grown, what makes him think that she wouldn't take care of another man? And I know most likely it's like, well, it's a difference between me and Papoose. I'm the brother. But at the end of the day, society doesn't embrace men that like to be taken care of. And I see some men comment down, oh, but, you know, women do it. Okay, cool. There's pros and cons to be men and women. So why are you saying that? Like, you sound crazy. Just like as a man, if you cheat, the world doesn't criticize you and call you all types of hoes and shun you. They do it to women. So at the end of the day, life isn't fair, and that's the honest truth. And then he had the nerve to go back on his word and said that he's inclined to think that Papoose pays the bills. So basically, he cannot guarantee that Papoose pays the bills. And then he's saying that he stays there months at a time. If a grown man is staying there months at a time, he should pay the bills. Or at least go 50-50. Now, allegedly, Papoose lives with his mother, and 9 times out of 10, he need a break from being at his mother's house. Because I don't care how old you are, if you stay at your parents' house, there is going to be a level of degradation that you're going to have to go through living at your parents' house. They're not going to allow certain things. You could be 30, 40, 50, 20. It doesn't matter. It's going to be your parents' rules. And the older you get, the more you realize, like, nah, I can't live like this.
My sister has never dated a man who did not pay at least half of her bills.
Can I ask a question?
I want to ask a question
So
also.
if he paying bills, right? If he paying bills and he paying for all this stuff, where you think he getting the money from? I want to answer it too.
His
He
awesome
getting it
rap
from her.
career.
Are you serious right now, bro?
It's obvious that not only does he live at Claressa's house, he also takes residency in delusional land.
He getting it from, he don't have a rap career.
But I ain't one to gossip, so if anyone asks you, you ain't heard it from me. No, you haven't.
Him being like a VP or something of 3 different companies, like
That man don't have a career.
have you ever even
What
looked
3
up
companies?
You
I want to
do
know.
that he's like a venture capitalist, right?
It's the fact that he is in close proximity with Papoose and he doesn't even know what Papoose does. Is that not making bells go off in his head? Like, wait a minute, what's going on? And just because people have like these big titles doesn't mean that they're making money. But Papoose said on Vlad TV that he has a property, and we haven't seen any of it. And I know people love to hear the excuse like, oh, well, you don't need to see where he lives at. But yet when the Knicks won, he went live and it sounds like he was in an apartment that was empty. And he said property, which means house. So you don't think that a New York person who likes to flex his shoes and clothes wouldn't be happy to show his apartment or at least show the furniture? But he's pinned against a wall and is giving like, I'm struggling. You have to also realize there are entrepreneurs who have had businesses for 3 years. And if they was honest, they would admit that they haven't made a profit at all and they actually in debt. So that's the real. And if he was making so much money with the other companies, why was he still leeching off of Remy? And then he instantly changed to Win. And this is a company that just started last year. So Claressa's brother is really thinking that Papoose is paying all of his rent or mortgage. Because y'all know, like I said, Papoose said that he has a property and paying half of Claressa's mortgage. Like, he is delusional. And I get it, some siblings tell each other everything, even intimate details. But I'm pretty sure if a woman is taking care of a man, she's not going to be like, yeah, not only am I taking care of you, I'm taking care of this man as well, because that's complete embarrassment. It's a reason why Remy faked the funk for so many years and then come out and say, oh yeah, Papoose doesn't pay anything. He don't help in any way, because it would have been absolute embarrassment for Remy. And as a woman, who doesn't want to be that queen that feels like she's being taken care of by a man? That's exactly why, she wanted to act like, oh, he brought me this car. He brought this for the baby shower and all of this, because Remy wanted to give off that she was being taken care of. And Papoose was walking around acting like she was a queen, showing his black love. And this man wasn't even reaching into his pockets at all.
No.
That's for y'all to research, but I'll say the most popular one.
Claressa Shields.
He works with Win Records, and they do a lot more than music. They're into healthcare. They're into opening schools in Africa. But y'all don't really
Can
look
I
up.
tell you what I think, though?
Hold on. Y'all don't.
Of course they're into healthcare. The owner is a nurse. Now, that information is new to me, so I guess they're supposed to be dibbling and dabbling in healthcare. But is it me, or when you meet men and women, when you ask them what they do and they say, oh, they do a little bit of this and they do a little bit of that, like this doesn't send off like a red flag for you? Because a lot of people that do stuff like, oh yeah, I bake cakes, but then I also work in construction, and then I do kids parties, like that don't be giving you like crackhead energy or something like that. Like, I noticed that a lot of people that do that, they be struggling. And I'm not saying that nobody can be successful. I'm just saying that a lot of people that do it are not. Like, they can't keep their mind on one situation. Like, my thing is, what does kids parties have to do with construction? It's like, what are you doing? It's basically like you taking under the table jobs, and it's giving like you sleep on somebody's couch and you don't have no stability. And I'm pretty sure somebody can comment down below and say, I do a little bit of this and I do a little bit of that and I make over 100K a year. But do y'all realize that that is very rare? And congratulations to y'all. Y'all need to teach other people how to do it, because like I said, every time when I run into men and women that do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, they are not well off at all. They are struggling. They have to live with somebody. They have to get some type of subsidizing apartment or something like that. Like, they're never winning.
Look up. Y'all got to look that up. I'm going to just talk about Win Records because, they help me out a lot personally.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. The lies.
If they helped him out so much, why is he still living with his sister? He got a whole baby. He should be living with the baby mother and a child, but yet he's living underneath his sister's roof. How did they help you out when you just was homeless? Like, I'm confused. And you're basically still homeless because you're a 28-year-old man and you don't have a residency of your own.
They made sure
you didn't know nothing about Win Records.
Papoose makes sure that I'm good at every event. And this is my first time at State Farm Arena, right? So I'm really known in Detroit at Little Caesars Arena, but this is my first time at this arena trying to hype up the crowd. And Papoose made sure that I was straight with my credentials. His team made sure I was good, having a chair by me all the time because I can't walk for too long. He pretty cool.
You're her
Hey man,
brother,
look,
though.
We all know that Papoose is okay with playing the background. Like, he's not telling us any damn thing new. Even Claressa just say, oh yeah, he'll make a phone call. But I'm telling you, most likely he's not pulling out the wallet as much as he is trying to imply that he is. And like this woman just said, you just said that you don't know anything about Wynn, and then turned around and say, oh yeah, I'm telling you, they take care of me. And of course, Papoose is going to make sure that your credentials is right. Like, is it going to be okay that his girl's brother is standing outside because they don't know who the hell you are? To me, that's common sense that whoever you came with, you're going to make sure that they got into the building. And him giving you a chair because you can't stand, that's nice. But again, Papoose doesn't mind being a help. He was the help for Remy for many years. But just know, him being a help is going to be a high ticket.
Give me your fucking money!
Because he's definitely not doing it out of the kindness of his heart. Because if that was the case, he would let Remy have her own things, being that she's taking care of his daughter and he's not paying for any of her schooling, her food, her health, or any damn thing. But yet he's still trying to get some type of compensation, even though all he did was probably sit there, go to meetings, give it a little word or two, or, contribute, very little to her rap career. But yet he thinks that he's supposed to get half of what she earned. And again, he doesn't realize that him and Claressa claiming that Papoose pays for her rent and everything might be helping Remy in the long run in court, because if he wasn't contributing with his own wife, he definitely looks crazy. And the judge might be like, you know what? You're not getting nothing because you didn't help, but yet you want to go outside of your relationship and help somebody else.
Whenever he around, bro, if something go wrong with like the dressing room, like somebody like spill water, Papoose the first one to go and get it cleaned up. Like, he ain't waiting on the janitor because he don't want to risk Claressa falling. For example, he don't want to risk Claressa falling. He not gonna order somebody else to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense because he's dependent on Claressa to make money. I wouldn't want a person that's making me money to get her either. That makes sense. But as we heard on Cam Newton's show, Claressa stated that most of her relationships only last 3 years, so that seems to be the curse. Papoose got 1 more year, and the ball is realistically in Claressa's court. If she decided to chuck up the deuces to him, all of this is going to be in vain. So all that playing janitor mess is going to go right out the door. Unless that NDA allegedly that Nigeria claimed that Claressa signed, unless he put something in that NDA that benefited him, because he's not married to her, he doesn't have kids, so he won't be able to do what he's doing to Remy to Claressa. And if that's the case, then Claressa is definitely going to checkmate Papoose. And I don't know. We think that Papoose is quiet and soft-spoken. He might crash out.
He gonna make sure his girl's straight. It's
So
just
he's
that
still out there
I
acting
ain't
like
gonna
he
lie to
helping.
y'all though. I don't know if y'all understand what state they got a divorce in, but I think since she cheated, she should probably give it half of it up and quit waiting. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like he cheated.
I don't know the
It's
story.
public. It's public information,
No,
like my sister
yeah,
said.
No,
he
he cheated.
It's also public information that Pat cheated.
She ain't telling
and Remy
nobody
had
about
to go get a
2020.
Can I speak? Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
got something to say.
I apologize. Okay. Oh, I clicked a live. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm not coming at you, and I'm not trying to be. I'm going to say to you that you or Claressa do not know what happened between their marriage. Claressa's going by what Pat said. Y'all were very, very young when Remy and Pat got together. These are stories that people already knew about Pap from back in the day of him cheating on Remy when she was locked up. The whole time he had a 12-year affair when she was locked up. She only did 8 years. She got out and he was still having an affair with her.
Now, a little correction. Remy wasn't in prison for 8 years. She was actually in jail for 6 years, but yeah. But Topaz Stitton claims that she messed with Papoose before Remy, and she also was messing with Papoose during the time that he was married to Remy.
One time, I was bad to a woman once, you know. I know what it's like to be. I mean, I don't know. I kind of got your question already, so I want to respond.
And then you can say.
I don't want to answer a loaded question. You already spoke.
I'm not answering. I'm not asking you a question. I'm telling you.
I mean, I want to respond to what you said thus far, but you can't remember what you're gonna say.
Let me finish
Just
telling
remember
you.
it. I mean, she gonna have to deal with it and remember the rest of her question.
Exactly. We didn't cut you off, so
I'm gonna tell you one thing my sister taught me.
I'm trying to be respectful.
When you asking me the questions, I make the rules.
I didn't ask you a question.
So
I
you
made
gonna hold the rest of your question, or I'm not gonna answer it at all.
There's a difference between a statement and a question.
No.
You got that from Big Shield.
Control your people.
But they better know who they're talking to, because I'm not the one.
Right now, you want the answers. I'll tell you one thing. My family taught me: if you got questions and I got the answers,
I didn't ask you a question. I was making a statement, so you didn't give me time to finish.
Seems like you got questions, and it seems like I got answers. I want to respond to you.
Ask your question.
I don't want to hear the rest of what you got to say.
I bet you don't. I won't even lie to you. Know your sister and you and your sister don't know what you're talking about.
I just feel like I really just feel.
Again, it seems like he's exposing some secrets in his family. You heard what he said. If you ask me a question and I got the answer, basically I can control it. So what makes you think that if you don't have the money that you know that you can control it? So most likely we know that Claressa is using her money to move people. She like, listen, you already told me that you need help with XYZ. If you don't do this, I'm cutting you off. So it's apparent that their family abuses power. And it makes sense psychologically because they grew up in a very, extra humble situation. So when you don't have money, you lack power. So when you do get money, now all of a sudden it goes to your head.
Feel like I want to respond.
Yeah, I bet you don't want to hear it.
I bet that ain't what she like. Then she gonna have to get the fuck on.
Like I said, I bet you don't, because neither you nor your sister nor the rest of your
family. Don't argue with Lil Shields though,
about.
Man. Come on, man. Let Lil Shields get his little. Let him say what he gotta say, man.
You're not letting me say what I gotta say.
Shields.
What you got to say don't matter. What I got to say got to matter.
What you got to say don't matter. You the same nigga that was on here crying about crashing out, about to commit suicide because Claressa wouldn't buy you no car.
I had a car though. I've had a car my whole life since I was 15.
Don't play yourself on this joint. Don't play yourself.
I've never not had a car, man. Just so you know,
in the street,
I was sleeping in my car.
And then we gotta go because she tripping and she crashing out, man.
Now, let me just put this out here. I don't think that it's funny if he was ready to commit over not having a car. But Claressa stated that she had already bought him a car. And he just said that basically that wasn't true. That he wasn't ready to commit over not having a car because he already had a car. But if that's the truth, then you can tell something wasn't mentally there. Because ready to commit over a car is absolutely insane. But he just stated that he was sleeping in a car, so it definitely wasn't that.
Really, man.
Got you one so that you can sleep in a car with your girl and
your life
baby.
hot as fuck right now.
Oh, my baby wasn't with me. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, nigga? Don't talk to me like that. Talk to your mama like that.
I don't know shit about you.
Talk to your mammy like that, bitch. Don't talk to me like that.
But then you said that you was homeless, right? But then you just said you stay with your sister, so your questions is really calibrated to answer for your acceptance of her. It has nothing to do with the truth.
He said he didn't know nothing about when either.
I mean, I'm giving y'all the truth every time y'all tell me.
Ask me liar, anything. Just like her.
Damn! But it's clear that Claressa's brother is only going by what he's told. But majority of social media even know that Claressa lives in delusion. So if he's going by what Claressa says, both of them are kept in the dark. And like I said before, how many of us have dated men and women and they tell you how their last relationship ended, and notice how majority of it was the other person's fault. Do y'all know majority of us have been lied to? Because there is no way that it's the other woman's fault or the other man's fault 100% of the time. Do y'all not realize that that's common sense, that somebody is being lied to?
I laughed because I swear to God, his live is so fire right now.
Yes. And she
No, I know
and
real
she
life, and
only
that's what I
knows
want to
what
talk
Pat
about.
was
No,
I
telling
want
in
to talk
her.
real
about
life,
real
we're
life
going to talk
experience
about how
that
your
formed my
sister literally
opinion.
walking around with a married man and you lying
I
talking
want to
about he
talk
paying
about
for
real life
shit that he
experience
paying
that
for with her
forms my
money.
opinion.
Talking about
Yeah,
he
you
paid
said I
for
don't know nothing about it,
DoorDash
but I'm
and
letting you
date
know my
He
You can't
paying
let
for
me
opinion
know
DoorDash.
comes
So
from
he
nothing. You
fucking your
can't
somewhere.
let
sister
me
for
know because
I
I
DoorDash
don't
don't
and
be
care where
dates
around
my
for
that
opinion
it.
she
comes
paying
So
from.
you
for.
can't let me know a thing if I was around for it.
Do y'all want to know where my opinion on the matter come from, or y'all gonna just? I mean, that's not what I said. I don't think I want to know nothing about it.
It's all right, little Shields. Just like
You
you
like
can't be
bulldozing
cussing
your
Miss Millie
guests to
out.
where
Miss
they
Millie
can't
older
respond.
though. You gotta let Miss Millie ask the damn question. But Miss Millie, you can't
I want to
start the
respond to
question
what
with a
she
damn
says thus
statement now.
far. I don't
Come
know what
on,
the
man.
problem with that is.
No, I don't got nothing else to say to him. Nothing at
How
all.
you gonna
Nothing.
start the
I,
shit
Good,
with
and
a
I got nothing
statement,
to say
Millie?
to
Come
you
on,
either.
man. You supposed to ask the question. You done came out talking
Aaron
about some
said
other
to
shit.
me, Aaron said to me, do you have a question or a statement? So
Y'all
that's
ain't
why I
shit.
made the statement.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
No, I ain't got no question for that boy. Cause
I ain't got no answers for that girl.
I got a question. I got a
for the
question,
most
little
part, he
Shields.
just, he's very disrespectful,
I
just
thought
like
you
his
ain't have
sister.
nothing, bro. No,
So
no, no, no.
it
Mute up.
makes
You
no
ain't have
sense
nothing.
to
Remember,
converse with him, if you get what I'm saying,
a
because he
grown
act
ass
just like
liar
his
who got
sister.
something to say
If
and
you
His
don't
lied.
level
realize,
ain't
like, it
there what she
shows
trying
the
to
You
say,
lied
type
so
about
of
she don't
nothing
really
but your
want to
education
talk
that
to
they
him
sister.
like
have.
that.
You get what I'm saying? It shows the education.
I mean, you lied about not having shit to say, and you saying shit
Exactly,
now. That's all I'm
Shy.
saying.
Exactly. They all just
They act
alike.
just alike.
Both
Like,
are
you can
bad.
literally see
I
Probably
what's
mean,
both
going
are
it's part
on.
bad,
of
but they
family.
want me.
What
They
you fucking
cooler.
think?
All
You
right,
want
then
me
let
to
me ask
cool
Lil
down
Whatever.
Shield
calm you
something. I
Like,
want to
down. Your
ask Lil
sister
if
Shield
you
was
if
something
you
bad.
don't
again.
realize,
And that's the thing with Clarissa's family. They think that every time when they get on camera and explain that it clears the air. Notice how every time when they say anything, I'm talking about any one of Clarissa's family, it gets worse. Now, it's one thing to assume that they're off, but when they talk, it's like you don't realize that you're making your family look even more crazy. And honestly, like I said, we don't know any of these people, and all of this is assumptions. But it seems like the more that they talk, the more they prove social media correct. Now, we all know that Wynn doesn't have much of a digital footprint. And I find it really odd that even a person on the inside don't truly know what's going on. And it's kind of odd that word on the street that there are some things that's going on behind the scenes. Let's just say it shouldn't be going on.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
But honestly, I can't confirm or deny it. I'm just reporting the word on the street.
Too.
he's literally proving our points. This, like, he's literally, like, it's a
Y'all not
mental
letting me answer
illness
the
at this
question. That's
point.
the
Yup.
problem.
Lil Shields, let
Whole
me ask you some
family
shit
mental
then.
illed out.
All right. All right, listen, Lil Shields. Let me ask you a question then.
Now, we all know Shalita basically admitted that something is wrong with the whole family. She said mental problems run deep in their family. And with their water being messed up for so many years, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of suffering going on in Flint.
All right, and I'm going to really ask a question too. So do you think that tattoo... All right, so Lil Shields, right? Do you, like, okay, so being a man that did a woman wrong before, you can't tell that nigga doing your sister wrong, bro? You can't tell he's stealing from her, because where would he have got a job if he didn't have one with his wife? That's the only question I want to know the answer to.
Dude, I tried to go be an actor. They don't usually pay much. You know I'm on Netflix, right? You ever turn it on? Type my name in, right? GRIIM, and watch me come up how you don't.
I said,
She talking about Papoose.
I'm talking
not
about
you.
Papoose. You don't
Not
think
you.
that this man is using your sister, given the fact that you've been somebody who has actually done somebody wrong before? You can't tell that nigga doing your sister
I
wrong,
mean,
bro.
nah, in my opinion.
And that he's stealing from her, because where would he have got any money?
I think, in my opinion, if the hold up is really that he won't half of Remy money and she don't want to give it up, I done did a woman wrong before. They would do anything to get away from you. They don't give a fuck about no amount of money.
Let me tell you
They
why she
want
don't want to
away
give
from
it
you.
up. Look
They
how
want
much money
away
he
from
spent
you.
when he was with her.
If that nigga really did
While
her
she was in
wrong, she
jail.
would sign anything to get the fuck away from him.
I wouldn't give that nigga shit.
I meant, trust me, man.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: not that your
Damn
sister don't got her
thing.
own
You need to
money.
get a damn job.
Not that your sister don't got her own money. I wouldn't give that nigga shit, bruh.
Now, I seen somebody comment on Aaron's post and stated now it's becoming clear that most likely Papoose and Claressa is waiting on him to receive half of Remy's money, because why is her brother so avid about Remy giving up half the money? Like, what does that have to do with him? Like, why would you even feel like you have the okay to even speak on it? And he has the nerve to say, as a man that has done a woman wrong, that a woman should want to get away from a man so bad that she would give up half her money. He sounds like an absolute fool. I'm saying, as a woman, if I bust my butt to obtain my career, there is no way in hell that a man sat on his ass, took 20% of my money, didn't contribute financially to neither my daughter that he begged for or me at all. And I know that this is all Remy saying it, but notice how Papoose barely gave up a fight to defend it. All he said was, oh, she's crazy. Money was coming out of my account. Okay, was it her money or your money? You never said that. And you got to start paying attention to what people say. If Papoose was fighting Remy evenly and he was showing that, you know, I was making this amount of money and this, then I would be like, okay, cool. I'm divided. I am 100% open to hearing each and every person's side, but if it's not adding up, it's not adding up. And that's the reason why I think that there's a drastic difference between a lot of people being on Papoose's side last year to now everybody is bailing out on him like, oh yeah, he tricked us the whole time. And anybody is capable of lying. So to sit right here and say that, oh, Remy doesn't lie just because y'all stand, y'all are giving absolutely psychotic, because everybody has lied in their life. Even the fact that Remy lied majority of the time that she was with Papoose and fake like he did that and this. And I get it's like, oh, but she did it for a reason, to protect her husband, but she still looked the world in her face and lied and said that that man did this and that. And if your feelings are hurt, I'm not apologizing. It is what it is. So anything that Papoose or Remy put out, or even Claressa, is going to face some type of scrutiny, because we shouldn't take everything that they say as the truth. We need to sit right there and look into it and see if it adds up. And so far, what Remy is saying is really adding up. And at this point, I really think that Remy is at a point where she doesn't give a damn. And that's the reason why she's vulnerable and basically telling us now some of the things that are embarrassing. Like, yeah, I took care of a man because I thought at the time, you know, I didn't really care, but he cared. But she didn't know that it was being weaponized against her. Papoose even knew in his younger years that reputation is everything. And realistically, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can vouch for this, when you come from like the slums, the trenches, the hood, whatever you want to call it, you're taught that at the end of the day, you got to be yourself and never give a F about what other people think, when in reality, that's not how the world works. A lot of times when people behave like that, they can't have certain doors open because they don't really give a fuck about what people think. And they don't realize that the world is always watching and criticizing. And it's certain people and companies that have the power to upgrade you that would never give you the time of day because of what you give off. And that's the reason why when it first came out, Papoose was like, oh, I'm loyal. And everybody was like, oh, Team Papoose. I can't believe Remy did that to the most loyal man in America. When in reality, he didn't want to expose to the world that they had been having problems for a while. But notice how Papoose can take any route to try to advance his career. including being attached to big names like Busta Rhymes and so on and so forth. But for some reason, it never works out. And don't get me wrong, I'm not delusional to think that bad things don't happen to good people. That's life. Life isn't fair. But it seems like even if he was to get on a track with a hot new artist, 9 times out of 10, it's going to flop, or everybody's going to say his verse was corny. But that's exactly what happens when you spend majority of your life preying on people. Karma is definitely going to make its rounds. Now, everybody can agree that Papoose is gifted in being lyrical, but for some reason, this man doesn't realize that rapping the same way that he did in the 90s is not working. And that's the thing with hip-hop. Unlike country music and even R&B, there really isn't a cap with age. But as soon as you get close to 30 or hit 30, all of a sudden your unk status, your auntie status, and everybody's asking, when are you going to retire? And a lot of times when you get older, you get set in your ways. So instead of saying like, okay, the new dudes are doing it this way, or the new chicks, or this is the wave, they refuse to change and say, oh yeah, but back in the day, we're doing it this way. We're spitting real rhymes, and they never sell anything. When mumble rap was trending, how many of y'all know people who was approaching their 30s or even late 20s, and they was saying, oh, what's going on? Back in the day, rap used to be real rap. And what happened? Now the rap that they listen to isn't getting played, or if they are a rapper, they are not hot. You have to get with the wave. But you can take Papoose rapping in a car 10 years ago and compare it to now, and I'm telling you, there is zero difference. That man refuses to change, so his income will refuse to change.
Look, I'm not really sure what the problem is. When two people in love and they both loaded full of money, I don't really see where it go wrong.
And so what I'm telling you this is, so you don't think that's gonna be her outcome if she marry him and they get a divorce and he doing the same thing?
I don't really know if y'all understand, but Papoose is a very, very intelligent business person, period. And he bring a lot to the table, like for the whole family.
Intelligently stealing from your sister,
like,
for
I
sure.
don't know if y'all gonna let me finish or if y'all want to talk, but Papoose brings a lot of things to the family, a lot of different jobs that we otherwise wouldn't have, and a lot of opportunity.
How when you have it and that's your sister before you even met a Papoose, that been your sister. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And now he works with the twins. If I can't
within
finish,
the family,
then that's fine. This ain't X.com, baby. It's TikTok. Relax.
Who you talking to?
I don't want to get into that specific. I don't want to get into that specifically, but I'm gonna finish on the course I was on. Right, him being in the family, he bring his family along with him, and our families do collaborate, business families and regular families. For example,
his mom and
But
I mean, I bet your
be
husband
mad
is
at
love
people
you.
cutting you off, but you cut everybody else off. Come on now.
I mean, I don't know. It's y'all
They don't have no jobs to
questions, or
begin
y'all
with
kinda
without that
don't.
woman. So how the fuck
They
did he
don't
bring
like
his
I'm
family
treating
to
this
that?
man.
Who are
I'm treating
they?
this man
They're nobody
podcast
without her.
where he can get as many clips as possible. I don't know what the
They
hell y'all
don't
think
like
I'm doing.
your
Man, that
sister,
man is
his
not
mom,
nobody,
and
bro.
his
He's
aunt,
always
and
What
been
all
her
this
Netflix
other
show
sister.
Some
shit.
you
people think
So
on?
I'm
now he's
nobody.
just
Some
her
people think I'm
boyfriend. What
somebody.
name
I'm
do
just
he
trying to
have
make
where
sure he
y'all
gets
need
some
to
solid
collab?
clips. I'm trying to respond.
Lil Shields,
Just
what
like
I mean,
his
it's kind of
Netflix show
sister.
you
crazy when I
on?
can't really
Just like his
respond
sister.
to why.
His
I'm on
family
Netflix
Because
don't
Lil
like
right
your
now.
Shields, if
sister.
he
Y'all
helping the
asked me my
family and
opinion on
everybody
my
got jobs
brother-in-law,
under
I'm
but y'all
on
won't even
Claressa,
let me
Netflix
just
right
say
now,
that.
respond.
boo.
Like,
Been your sister years
The
before he
Y'all won't
came
even
into
let
the
me give my
picture,
own
and
opinion
he
about
gonna
my
get you a
brother-in-law. That's
job
weird.
from your sister. Man,
This man is absolutely nuts. Did you just hear what he just said? And if y'all didn't, I'm about to repeat it. He said, let me have my own opinion about my brother-in-law. What brother-in-law? When did she get married? And I could see if both of them was single and y'all do that play on like y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, and that y'all call each other's mothers-in-law. But you cannot call somebody that is still married your brother-in-law, your husband, your wife, if they're still married. That's by law. Her brother is 100% brainwashed, and most likely, maybe Papoose is throwing him a little money to the side. I don't know. And we all know that even if he is doing that, that's coming from Claressa. That's almost like the typical when you dating somebody and you meet their parents, their brother, and it's almost like the kissing stage where you'll do anything to be good with the family. Until the relationship gets old or you get tired of your significant other, and then your real personality start to show, and then next thing you know, you're going back and forth with the parents, the siblings, the cousin, or whoever, because you don't care. But it's only been 2 years, so we all know that Papoose is still actively working on the family, so he's trying to maintain a relationship with her family. And like he said, Papoose is intelligent, and I'm pretty sure Papoose feels like he's a genius compared to her family, so he's definitely working them.
You can't even control
But
your
it's
guests.
only your
Millie,
brother-in-law.
come on,
You know,
man.
put them in
Millie,
positions
come
where they'll
on,
still
man.
be
You
there, right?
Family
too
mascot.
They
mad,
don't
Millie.
gotta be on speakers, bro.
The fuck? The family mascot.
But how is he getting mad
I am the family
that no
mascot.
one
Thanks.
is listening to him, but he don't listen to nobody else?
I mean, I think you not letting me finish shit. And like your breath smell like shit. Why your teeth yellow?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck is that? Ah! What the fuck?
Where the hell the rest of your hair go, gang?
No, but y'all
If
gotta
y'all wanna
stop
be
though, cause I
unprofessional, let's
asked
do
Lil
it.
Shields that
Y'all wanna be
question.
unprofessional, let's
I
do it.
asked
Where the
Lil
fuck the
Shields
rest of
that
your
question.
hairline
He
go?
answered my question.
No,
Where the
yeah,
fuck
you
the
ain't
rest of your
answer her
hairline?
question first. Hold on, bro. Why he run?
Because
he's a liar,
he
just like
can't
she
prove the
is.
fact that this man got a job where he could put that family on. You don't have no fucking job. They don't have no fucking jobs. And the only thing that his family doing when he bring them
But
is riding
y'all,
off of her.
no, like my
How
thing
can he
is,
come into the family? How
he's
can
so
he come into the
disrespectful,
family and
and you
get
could.
them jobs from his
No, add
sister
Lil Shields back though.
that
Add
been
Lil
his
Shields
sister?
back though.
So did he just say what he said and then just ran off? I'm starting to see a distinct pattern with men that can't take care of their families. Either one, they never defend their woman, and two, they can't face what they just said. If you said what you said, say it with your whole chest. Don't say what you say and then run.
Well, that been his sister. That been his
Add him
sister.
back
So now
though.
Pap's able to get them a job from his sister. What kind of sense does that make?
Yeah.
Ain't no damn say he was
Let me tell you
on
something.
TikTok.
Everybody,
crashing out.
listen. This is my
Crashing
take on that whole
out.
situation. What he's saying basically is everybody riding off of her, and she's stupid and can't see it. Basically,
Exactly. You asked him
That's basically
about
what it
Win
is.
Records. Who asked him about Win Records? He
Ain't
said
no
he didn't
such-
know nothing about Win
Yeah.
Records. Then he turned around and said, "Oh, Win Records is doing so much for him." Blah. Blase. Like, which lie you gonna tell? You just like your sister.
Yeah,
Can't
because
even
I just
remember your
looked it
lines.
up. I looked it up in corporate and industry roles. Ain't no Win Records under Papoose.
Look at the address. Pull it up. Go to images so you can see the lot where it's empty.
he just said he was homeless and said he was living with her.
Right.
Oh, they digs good. And bums. And bums.
Even the mom is a side chick. Because
Not the
Clarissa's
mama.
dad is married. Clarissa's dad is married. And the mom was creeping with Clarissa's dad and had Clarissa. She's a side bitch. Yup.
Oh,
And
GTA.
And
Let
the
me tell you
sister's an
something. And the first
alcoholic.
thing you do when you a kid and both of your parents is on drugs, you pick up their tactics, whether you gonna smoke the crack or not.
Exactly.
You pick up their tactics, so you lie, you cheat, you steal, everything. So when
But
you say
y'all,
I
let me
did a
tell
woman
y'all this.
wrong
Let me
before,
tell y'all
She
so
this.
you know
remembered how
exactly
her
what the
mama
fuck going on.
was.
Don't play with me.
Yeah.
What people don't realize
She
is that.
reacted to her mama rose.
But
I
what
had a new
people,
baby, y'all. So y'all be hearing him yelling at me.
but what people
His
don't
daddy got him
realize
though.
is that yes, a nigga can move on to the next female and still want to be married to his wife.
When he
Now
said I
my
would just give him
ex-husband did
half,
it.
that sound like they broke as fuck trying to give.
Now, I went to look and see whether it was true whether Clarissa's dad was married while he was dating Clarissa's mom, and I couldn't find anything. Maybe one of the family members spoke out about it. But I don't just go believing any and everything people say, because people be making up stuff to support their narrative. And watch a bunch of people be running around talking about, yeah, Clarissa's dad was married, while and not having no type of information, just taking the information and running with it because they want to believe it. But anyway, what are y'all thoughts on this situation? To me, it seems like the brother just proved what we all been saying. He didn't tell us anything new. He's basically stating that he will say anything if he's brought out. And honestly, with him having background information and being closer to Claressa than any of us, I feel like Remy could damn near use him to testify against Papoose. Because how are you helping out your mistress, but I'm trying to figure out when Papoose goes to see his daughter. Like, a lot of people even hit me up and was like, why don't we ever hear Papoose say that he's going to see his daughter? And I'm saying, like, yo, we not in their lives. We don't know what's going on. But even if he is going to see his daughter, why he still didn't go get his clothes? But let me know what y'all got from the brother. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hype me up, send a super thanks if you care to do so, and I'll see you in the comments.